call Kenya a low middle income country, like it happened in 2014, our economy was rebased by 25%. Before we were under least developed countries, LDC. Now we are under a lower middle income country. That means we can get commercial loans. And that is what the country went after that time, like the Eurobond. 10-year, very high interest. Now we are supposed to pay the whole of it by June this year. But then we have now agreed with the Bretton Woods institutions, such as IMF and World Bank. They give us long-term loans so that we have more fiscal space, fiscal headroom as we call it in economics, to ensure, and public finance, to ensure that we have more breathing space. Just the same way we have the G2G, where instead of paying this month, you pay after 180 days. So it's the same principle. So that then for example, after we get advice from our transaction advisors about the Eurobond, how is it that we are going to do in terms of payback, whatever that formula they are going to give us, then it will help us to have more breathing. So by around March, to answer you directly, we expect some inflows that will, of course, offset a lot of this, high interest loans, including the Eurobond, and then going forward, even with the better performance of the economy, then public debt will be managed. However, still remember our public debt is dollar denominated. So last year, we still have a long way to go, so that we have more money, and that is why now we have the special economic zones, like the one the president launched in Naivasha. Some of those people who are going to get cheap, electricity, at 5 cents, and those such other measures, including even, places like even Two Rivers. We want more people to come and bring their money here. Going ya serikali hii kuchukua hatamu za uongozi na ni kipi ambacho kimeweza kutekeleka sasa hivi, kwa sababu hatuwezi tukajipima kutokana na uongozi uliopita wa awali, kwa sababu zile kanuni ambazo tumejiwekea sisi wenyewe ni tofauti kidogo. Kwa mfano, wao walikuwa wanatumia Big Four na BBI, sisi tunatumia better bottom up economic transformation agenda. Kwa inakuwa na kupinzana kidogo, lakini ni kweli tunajaribu kuainisha mipango ya kimaendeleo kutokana na ruwaza ya mwaka 2030 na hususan kipindi hiki cha miaka mitano kutoka mwaka 2023 mpaka 27. Kwa hiyo hapo kuna kule kujiangalia kwenye kioo na kusema tutafika wapi, lakini nataka kujibu kwa za affordable housing, nyumba za bei nafuu. Sidhani, nafikiri kuna watu wanaingiza siasa na tuachie hapo. Across there, one of them is actually in Elgeyo Marakwet. So, and they are 70% complete. So in terms of mangoes, they are very important. And another one also, those two, and also in Tana River County, because it has also very good mangoes actually, and Malaysia is here, it comes from there. Also, Kenya, because of the reforms that we have been able to do, we have actually increased our money that we are making from East Africa. There has been this notion that Kenya is actually not making enough money from East Africa. We've been able to increase our export earnings from 218.9 billion in 2022 to raise about 1.5 trillion from A&A, over and above the various other taxes. So 222 is a e-citizen line, and we're encouraging Kenyans to pay that through that directly. And those who are resorting back to cash, of course, that is corruption, and they will be outed. The other good thing is that in the Ministry of Tourism, we have had a situation of increase of grants, to various, community initiatives, conservancies, and such other businesses by over 2 billion in 2023 compared to 1.3 billion in 2022. So you can see there is an increase of about 900 billion that is being given to 900 million, I beg your pardon, that is being given to tourist businesses. Like if you own a conservancy, if you own a hotel, if you own so those kind of things that help Kenya to be more contain the situation. But as you may be aware, because of the dollar rates by the Federal Reserve of America, that is wreaking havoc in many economies, not just in Kenya. In fact, people are even living in Canada, a country that was actually as hard because of the cost of living there. So we do not intend to do so. And every measure that is proposed has to be looked at by cabinet before it is promulgated. That one I can assure you, as a government spokesman, because I get that information and I speak on behalf of government. And so therefore, it's not that the government just takes what IMF is saying. We have to look into our own interests, and there are so many things that we've turned down from IMF to ensure that we cushion our Kenyans, fellow Kenyans, from any stringent measures. So we hope that in view of the foregoing, that things are going to easen up, so that then the dollar can stabilize. But also it's good to tell you, Mwangi and everybody, if we had not taken certain measures, the dollar by now would be 220 shillings. And you look, we really tried to slow down, for example, the use of dollar, like the G2G oil deal has really helped, because we import 8 shiploads of fuel every month, and 40% of our dollar reserves goes into that. But now that we have 180